Jude Bellingham is a player who has been linked to the club for some time now, and there has been a huge update with regards to a future transfer, along with Bellingham himself responding to the links. Thiago has come out and declared his love for the football club, and former Liverpool star Sadio Mane's form is already in doubt at Bayern Munich. There is so much to cover in today's video. Hello all and welcome back to the channel, guys. Before we get into today's video, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Liverpool played their final game of September against Ajax Amsterdam on Tuesday night in a 2-1 win as they got off the mark in Group A of the Champions League. Liverpool's other group opponents played last night, those being Napoli and Rangers. It was a very interesting game as Rangers went toe-to-toe with the Italian league leaders and was a very even game up until the 55th minute, where Rangers defender James Sands was sent off after a second yellow. Napoli managed to take advantage of the situation and beat Rangers at Ibrox 3-0 to go top of Group A. This is what the Champions League group looks like after match day 2. Now, the transfer window has recently closed with the club signing 4 players, those being Darwin Núñez, Fabio Carvalho, Calvin Ramsey and Arthur Melo on loan from Juventus. Over the summer, we have heard countless times that Liverpool are interested in Borussia Dortmund midfielder Jude Bellingham, but we'll have to wait until next summer to land the player due to the German giants not wanting to sell any more stars as they seen Erling Haaland leave for Manchester City. This morning, an update has emerged on Jude Bellingham from Mike McGrath of The Telegraph, stating that Liverpool are leading the race to sign Jude Bellingham next summer. There is a lot of sides who apparently are interested in the 19-year-old, and it is expected that Liverpool will face competition for his signature. McGrath this morning said, "Liverpool are leading the chase for Jude Bellingham next summer in a race that could drag in Europe's biggest clubs for Borussia Dortmund's teenage midfielder. This is pretty big and could suggest that the club are working on things behind the scene to try and negotiate a deal before the summer transfer window even opens, much like what Manchester City did with Erling Haaland." Whilst this does get fans excited, Jude Bellingham responded to all the rumours linking him to the Premier League, and the player expectedly shut them down, saying,
And I'm very happy here at the minute. I'm focused on all the goals that we have as a team at Borussia Dortmund. I'm really not looking past that. The club has done loads for me. Made me feel very welcome since I first came and given me the opportunities to develop even further. To look past that and into the future would be disrespectful.
Is it a longer term ambition though?
It's not something I'm thinking about, to be honest. I have a massive game against Man City tomorrow. I think to even be thinking about something like that would be crazy. I'm really looking forward to the game tomorrow.
"Personally, whilst the club are favourites to land him this summer, I do not think the player will decide his future until the end of the season, but I do expect him to leave Dortmund next summer." Thiago has embraced Liverpool as warmly as the supporters have embraced him, with the midfielder hailing the players and the fans after settling in at Anfield. For those still unsure about the importance of Thiago to Liverpool, the impact he had on Tuesday's 2-1 victory over Ajax, his first start since the opening Premier League game at Fulham, hammered it home. The Spaniard changed the complexion of the Reds' midfield and allowed them to dominate play over the course of 90 minutes, though it still took a late header from Joel Matip to seal the win. Having missed the previous 5 games, Thiago was one of a few players to come away with any credit after coming off the bench in the 4-1 loss to Napoli, and he is now primed to resume his first-choice role. There is of course no suggestion that the 31-year-old will leave anytime soon, but it's always warming to hear him express his love for the club and the city. "It's not just the players, it's the fans. My family is here, they are already ultra Liverpool fans. So after all, we end up becoming a family and we try to help each other." Sadio Mane appears to be suffering the effects of Liverpool's relentless season as much as his former teammates, with his form at Bayern Munich now in question. It has been suggested in recent weeks that as the Reds' tall fluency on the pitch, the impact of Mane's £35.1 million move to Bayern was greater than expected. The 30-year-old began life in Munich as he left off at his old club, with 5 goals in his first 5 games, including against RB Leipzig in the DFL Super Cup. However, he is now 5 games without a goal, and questions are being asked of his form overall, with manager Julian Nagelsmann hinting at his physical toll in life at Liverpool. He said, "He's put in so much for Liverpool. He's a new signing, he needs to adapt, he was trying, I'm certain he will succeed for us." Meanwhile, The Athletic's Raphael Hongenstein claims that Mane has recently regressed so much that he's become almost a non-factor in the attack. He said against Barcelona he looked devoid of power and impetus. His attempts to attack defenders and cut inside from his left-sided starting position also felt distinctly half-hearted. Gareth Southgate has named his 28-man squad for the upcoming clashes against Italy and Germany in the Nations League, with just one Liverpool player present. With Jordan Henderson injured, James Milner retired, and the likes of Joe Gomez and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain out of favour, there's only one representative from Anfield this time out. That is Alexander-Arnold, who has endured a widespread criticism for his defensive efforts so far this season, as Liverpool have struggled to perform. The right-back has certainly warranted scrutiny over his role, though whether he can be blamed as strongly as he has been is doubtful. Southgate has never been fully convinced by Alexander-Arnold, who has struggled to hold down a regular role for his country, despite his status as one of the world's best right-backs, but the England manager has kept faith in him for this September. Lastly, we have an injury update with regards to goalkeeper Kelleher. The Irish goalkeeper was pictured back in Liverpool training for the first time this season on Monday. Kelleher has been left out of the Ireland squad for the upcoming international break, but Ireland manager Stephen Kenny is expecting him back very soon. Jurgen Klopp has previously expressed his frustration at the Republic of Ireland's medical staff for the situation regarding Kelleher, though Kenny insists he had no knowledge of the injury. Though Kenny has understandably left the 23-year-old out of the squad to play Scotland and Armenia in the UEFA Nations League later this month, the Ireland manager has provided a positive update. He said the good thing is he's making progress and will be back very soon. He should be back for the next camp for sure. Having Kelleher back fit in the squad will be a big boost for Liverpool, particularly ahead of the meeting with Derby in the Carabao Cup third round in November. Last season, the number 62 served as a starting goalkeeper in the Cup, shining in a penalty shootout wins over Leicester in the quarter-final and then Chelsea in the final, scoring the winner in the latter. If available, he is likely to reprise that role at least for the Carabao Cup, but given the intensity of the schedule, there's also a chance he is called upon for the FA Cup, which begins in January. Liverpool fans, what do you make of today's news, in particular the reports that Liverpool are leading the race for Jude Bellingham next summer? Let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. Please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We have also released our brand new Jurgen Klopp LFC t-shirts. They're now available on our website. Just go down into the link in the description or go to kopiteclothing.com. Thank you, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care. Peace.